Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to be looking at how you work out the area of a triangle. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about this formula and how it works. Then we will look at some examples and you will also have a chance to have a go at some of your own problems. So you might already be familiar with this formula for area of a triangle, which is a half times the base times the height. This formula here would only work if you knew one side. So for instance, if you knew this was 10, and you also had the perpendicular height, so if I knew that was 5. And the height needs to be perpendicular, so at a right angle to the base. Now, when you're using this formula here, the one below, this formula works if you know an angle and then the two sides either side. So if, for instance, we knew that this angle here was, say, 40 degrees, and then I knew the length of this side here and this side here, then you could work out the area of the triangle. And it doesn't matter which one it is. So if we knew that this one, for instance, then you would need this side and this side. So whichever angle you are given, you are going to label that being C. This would be C. And then the small c, the lowercase c, is the side opposite the big angle C. And then it doesn't matter which way round you label the A and the B. I could choose this to be capital A, and then therefore the lowercase a will be opposite. And then you could choose this to be capital B, and then the lowercase b would be opposite. And then once you've labelled up the triangle, you can go ahead and use the formula. Let's see how this works for a practical example. So here you can see I know the angle, and I know the two sides either side are 5 and 6. So the angle that we use in the formula is capital C. So I'm going to choose this here to be capital C, which makes this lowercase c. And then again, it doesn't matter which way around you label these, because when you multiply, 5 times 6 is the same as 6 times 5. Either way you label it will work. So let's choose that to be B and that to be B. Once you've labelled up the triangle, you can go ahead and substitute into the formula. So I have area is equal to a half times A, which is 6, times B, which is 5, times sine of C, which is 50. And then it's just a case of going and plugging that whole thing into your calculator, and you will find that the area is equal to 11.49, and that's to 2 decimal places. Okay, so it's quite straightforward. If you would like to have a go at your own problem, grab yourself a pen and paper, and you'll see there's a second triangle problem for you to have a go at on the right-hand side of the screen now. So pause the video, have a go, see if you can get to the right answer. Okay, if you did try, your workings out should look something like so. Again, it doesn't matter. I haven't labelled up the triangle. You can, if you want to, not label them. And as long as you've got the angle going in here and the two sides, either side going in here and here, then it doesn't matter. And you should get to an answer of 13.68. If you didn't quite manage to get that, just pause the video again and have a look and see if you can work out what I've done there. Okay, we're going to go on and look at some problem solving questions. So here I have another example. In this example, I'm given the area. I know that the angle is 70. I know this side is 5, and then this side we would like to work out. So again, you can go ahead and label the triangle, and then we will choose this angle here to be C, which makes this the lowercase c. And then again, it doesn't matter which one I choose to be A and B. So this could be A, which would make this lowercase a, and then this could be B, which would make this lowercase b. And then once you've labelled everything up, we're going to go ahead and substitute into the formula. So I have half multiplied by lowercase a, which is x, multiplied by lowercase b, which is 5, times sine of 70. And then this is now equal to 50, and I'm going to solve for x. When we're solving for x, we're going to take the 50, and I'm going to divide 50 by 5. I'm going to divide it by a half, and I'll divide it by sine of 70. You can put that into your calculator all in one go if you like, or we can do it step by step. So this is now a half x sine 70 is equal to 10. And then dividing through by a half, I have x sine 70 is equal to 20. Bear in mind, when you use your calculator, you're doing 10 divided by a half, which is the same as 10 times 2. And then lastly, you're going to divide through by sine 70, and then you can work out that that side is 21.28 to 2 decimal places. Okay, if you'd like to have a go at this kind of problem, there's going to be another one on the screen now. So again, you can pause the video and see if you can find x. Okay, if you did have a go, you should have something that looks like so. So you form the equation as being a half times 4 times x times sine of 40 is 20. And then first of all, I've divided through by 4 to get 5. Then I divide through by a half, and the 5 becomes 10. And then lastly, dividing through by sine 40, you should get the side as being 15.56. Again, that's to 2 decimal places. Okay, we have one last type of problem. So this time we know the two sides, and the angle in the middle I've called theta. This is what I'm going to try and work out. So we can go ahead and label the triangle. Again, the angle that is involved in the problem, this time I don't know what it is, but I'm going to call that C. And so opposite we have lowercase c. And then again, it doesn't matter which way around we do these. I will call that A. And then this side here can be B. Now it's a case of substituting into the formula. So I have a half times A, which is 5, times B, which is 6, times sine of theta, in this case, is all equal to 10. And again, step by step, we can divide 10 through by 5, and that will give us 2. We can divide that by 6, and I will get 1/3. So I have a half sine of theta is equal to 1/3. And then lastly, dividing 1/3 by a half, which is the same as 1/3 times 2, I have sine of theta is equal to 2/3. Now the last step here, I want to work out what theta is. And so now we're actually going to be working backwards. So I know what sine of theta is equal to. To work backwards, to get inside the sine function, to work out what theta is, I'm going to use the sine inverse function. So sine minus 1, in this case, of 2/3, and that will get me what theta is. So in my case, theta is 41.81. Okay, so again, if you would like to have a go at your own problem similar to this, there is one now up on the screen for you. So you can pause the video, grab yourself a pen and paper, and see if you can work out the size of that angle. Okay, so if you have had a go, you should have done something like so. So building the equation, set it all equal to 8, divide through by 8, you get 1, divide through by 4, you get a quarter. A quarter divided by half is a half, inverse sine of a half, and you get an angle of 30. Well done if you managed to get that. If you did find the video helpful, then please give the video a like, and it will help other students similar to yourself to find this video. If you would like to look at my other videos on sine rule and cosine rule, I will also link those in the description, and I hope you have a great day.